Hello guys, and welcome to Divine Intuition, and we'll be looking at the Empress card and abundance. Now, if we take a look at the Empress, you notice here that she is surrounded by plants, trees, there's a river around her. So she's basically surrounded by fertility and life. Life is surrounding her all over. So what this is saying is that she's very in tune with her five senses. She's very in tune with the physical world and the fertility. She is actually the mother card, the mother that is nurturing and loving. She also represents your creativity, she represents love, bountifulness, flow, and just being connected with nature and being connected with your physical body as well. So the plants here also are representing the fruition of seeds that were planted in the High Priestess. So if you remember in the High Priestess has a veil behind her, and that veil had pomegranates full of seeds. So while the High Priestess is allowing you to plant seeds of ideas that you have internally, the Empress is all about making those ideas come to life. Hence why there is such fertility surrounding her and growth. So she suggests that you need to bring your ideas into fruition, bring them into life. So basically birthing your ideas, birthing. That's why she also represents pregnancy. In some decks, she is shown as being pregnant. Well, here she's not really shown pregnant, but she is surrounded with life and fertility, still representing the birth of life. So that is suggesting that we are capable of birthing ideas, birthing any things that we want to create. We have the capability of bringing them into life and developing them just like plants. So a plant grows, but it needs the love and nurturing of somebody who is taking care of it. You have to water it, nurture it, love it, and make sure it's protected. So same goes with your ideas. Your ideas must be watered, must be nurtured, and you must constantly pay attention to them, or else they can die, right? So this relates a lot to our plans, things that we want to bring into life. She can also represent actual birth from somebody, pregnancy. She is also a card that represents pregnancy as well. Here, if you notice, there's a heart shape, and you have the sign of Venus right here. And Venus is the ruler of Libra and Taurus. So this symbol is actually representing spirit coming to terms with the physical world through love. So it's basically love being manifested into the physical world. The Empress is also a very passionate individual. She's not that idealistic or intellectual. She is mostly ruled by her senses and her sensuality, as she is a very nurturing mother card. As you can tell, the Empress is also wearing a crown. This is a triple crown. And her triple crown also symbolizes spirit made manifest into the physical world. So God or Source is actually being manifested in nature. And this is what love is represented in our physical world as well. So this card can also suggest that we need to start reconnecting with nature, reconnecting with life around us, because when we're trying to find love or a sense of peace, nature always provides that. Nature provides that sense of abundance, hence perhaps why this card is also called abundance. We receive abundance through nature, through fertility, because that is where God lies. That is where the universe lies, the source. It's basically God made manifest into nature. So this is highly important that we connect into our physical reality and connect into nature once again. When we're not grounded enough, the Empress suggests that we must come back into reality and ground ourselves. Hence, ground our ideas and bring birth to them so they can grow and flourish like beautiful plants, and also bring into fruition whatever you want to create, as well as allow your ideas to bear fruit. So the Empress is all about developing your ideas so that you can bear fruit and you can enjoy the fruits of your labor that you have developed through the beginning from the High Priestess, which was just an idea, but now has become a physical form in your reality. Now, if we take a look at the Abundance card next to the Empress, you have sort of the similar meaning that the Empress suggests. You are still surrounded by a great vast of water and ocean. So in the higher self, we see the higher self inside the water waiting for us to be connected to our subconscious mind. So we have access to the higher self. But once we're in the higher self, once we have access to the pool of water, not only do we have access to our higher self, but we have access to the abundance of the universe. So the universe is infinitely abundant with massive oceans of infinite oceans. It's like a never-ending ocean. That is what the cosmos is all about. That is what the universe is all about. The universe is an infinite flow of abundance, never-ending. It's just infinite, infinite, infinite. So it's a vast ocean of vast possibilities. So what the Abundance card is saying is that once we also tune into the pool of water of our subconscious mind, we have access to the abundance of the universe, the abundance of being able to bring forth anything you desire, which relates to manifestation. Any ideas you can bring forth, you can develop them as long as you nurture them and give it love, just what the Empress is all about, the Mother card, the nurture, the love. You will make the fertility that you planted on the High Priestess, your ideas, those seeds, and make them into fruition. And this will be your abundance, because whenever you nurture something with love, it becomes abundant for you. So that's how perhaps I can relate it to the Abundance card here, because when we connect to our subconscious mind, we connect to the vast source of God and the cosmos. So here you see a woman, and it looks like the water is flowing down her infinitely. So she's there receiving the water, and she's just very in tune with the universe, and allowing that flow of infinite waters to flow down towards her. And here you have the symbol of the Sirian, I forgot what it's called, but it's a seal, and it also represents the Trinity. So the Trinity is all about the body, mind, and soul. So, so it's the Sirian seal, I believe it's called in the Sirian Starseed Tarot. And it represents the Trinity, which represents your body, mind, and soul. So when you connect to your body, mind, and soul, you connect to the infinite flow of the universe as well. You are in perfect balance. If you balance those three elements, that you are in perfect balance of abundance. So I feel that when it's saying that spirit is made manifest into the physical world, when you really connect to the spiritual side of spirit, this is what spirit is. It's an endless flow of infinite abundance from the universe. And that is what God is. That is what the universe is. So when it's coming into the physical world, which is here, which I feel the Empress is more related to the physical world, then this flow of water is received in the physical world. It is manifested through nature, and nature is kind of like a physical form of God, a physical look, a physical manifestation of what God is. Whereas here in your subconscious mind, God is spirit. And spirit here is represented through the infinite source of water that comes always abundantly for you. So overall, the message of abundance and the Empress card is that basically all is possible in life, and all can be birthed and rebirthed at will, depending on what you want to create. And the Empress always trusts in this infinite source of abundance, and she trusts that the universe will always provide for her, and the pure energy of love will always be unleashed through the manifestation of source and be brought into physical manifestation in nature. And nature, if you take a look at it, is the expression of God. Everything is birthed, everything has life, and God is life. universe, source, is all about life, and it always provides you. It's always infinite. It's always abundant. So now we take a look at number 3, and number 3 means that the Fool is now in the third stages of his journey, realizing that now it's time to bring those ideas into fruition and nurture them and take care of them in order for abundance to be received in his physical reality. No matter what your desires are, you always have access to the infinite oceans of water in the abundance card, and it can always be manifested into the physical world that the Empress represents as well. Alright guys, so this was the Empress and abundance.